If you are over 65 years old and your only exercise is walking, there is something you need to know. Walking can help the heart and improve circulation, yes, but it is not preventing your muscles from weakening over time. And that loss of strength is exactly what ends up taking independence away from millions of older adults. Because the problem does not begin when someone falls. It begins much earlier. It begins when getting up from the couch takes more effort. When climbing stairs becomes exhausting, when the body starts moving more slowly without the person even realizing it. And although many people walk every day thinking that is enough, current science shows that after age 65, the body needs something more specific. After 60, muscles stop responding the same way to gentle movements. That is why many older adults can walk for long periods, but still have difficulty getting up from a chair, reacting to a loss of balance or recovering stability after tripping. The good news is that the body can still regain strength, balance, and stability after 65. It just needs the right stimulus. And in this video, you will discover 3 simple, safe, and easy exercises to do at home that can help you feel stronger and more secure in less than 10 minutes a day without a gym or equipment. So, let's begin. Exercise 1. Walking on tiptoes. It may seem like an exercise too simple to change something important in the body, but that is exactly where many people over 65 make a mistake. Because aging does not always begin with pain. Sometimes it begins with small, almost invisible changes, shorter steps, less stability when turning, insecurity when stepping down from a curb, or the need to hold on to something to put on pants. The problem is that most people believe that is normal with age when in reality it is often a sign that the body is losing balance, coordination, and strength in areas like the feet and ankles. And here something dangerous happens. When those areas weaken, the brain begins to feel unsafe. Even if the person does not consciously notice it, that is why many older adults begin to walk more slowly, look down at the ground more often, or feel afraid to move quickly. The body is trying to protect itself. And the most concerning part is that normal walking does not always correct that. In effect, many people walk every day and still gradually lose stability because the body has already adapted to automatic and comfortable movements. That is why this exercise works differently. Walking on tiptoes forces the body to wake up muscles that have been working less and less over time. By lifting the heels and supporting the weight on the front part of the feet, deep muscles in the pelvis, ankles, and feet are activated. Muscles that are essential for maintaining balance and reacting quickly to a stumble. And here something even more important happens. The brain stops moving on autopilot. Every step requires attention, control, and coordination. The nervous system becomes actively involved in movement again. And that is exactly what many people stop training over the years. That is why this exercise does not only strengthen muscles, it also reactivates connections between the brain and the body that are essential for maintaining independence. The best part is that you do not need a gym, expensive machines, or exhausting routines. You only need a few seconds, a wall nearby to feel safe, and the decision to train again something the body cannot afford to lose, stability. And although it may seem incredible, many people notice changes faster than they imagine. Because when the body regains stability, the way of walking, posture, and even confidence while moving also change. People who said to hesitate when climbing stairs begin to feel steadier. Others stop relying so much on furniture inside the house. There are even people who feel less tired while walking because the body begins to distribute weight and effort better. Again, everything starts with something small, a few tiptoe steps done slowly and with control. That is why this exercise has so much value after age 65. It is not just about strengthening the pelvis. It is about teaching the body once again to react, stabilize itself, and move safely. And that can make an enormous difference in quality of life. Because many dangerous falls do not happen due to a lack of extreme strength but because of small balance failures that the body can no longer correct in time. That is where this type of movement becomes so powerful. In addition, walking on tiptoes creates something very important psychologically. It restores a sense of capability and that greatly changes the mindset of an older person. When someone feels they can still control their body, walk steadily and maintain stability, they also regain confidence to keep moving, go out more and stay active. The problem is that many people stop moving because of fear. Fear of tripping, fear of falling, fear of feeling weak. And the less they move, the faster the body loses strength. It is a silent cycle that accelerates physical decline. That is why simple exercises like this can have such a great impact because they gradually break that cycle and remind the body of something fundamental, it can still improve. And the best part of all is that this exercise is easy to adapt. You can begin with just 5 or 10 seconds resting whenever you need and holding on to something if necessary. It is not about doing it perfectly. It is about waking up one's organ muscles, reflexes, and stability that the body still has even if they have been dormant for years. That is the true difference between simply walking and truly training to maintain independence after age 65. Exercise 2. Getting up from the floor. It may sound harsh to hear it, but many older adults do not lose independence the day they fall. They lose it the day they discover they cannot get up on their own. And that moment changes everything. Because from that point on, something silent and dangerous appears. Fear. Fear of walking too fast.